Hello and welcome. Kerry here from Healing Humanity, the power of a proper human diet, along with
Adam
from
Healing Humanity, the power of proper human diet.
And Carnivore today.
And Carnivore
That's
today.
a second thought, though.
True.
Healing Humanity first. We are thankful, grateful, blessed that you all are joining us tonight for this live stream where we're going to talk about the future of carnivore diet. Along with answering any questions or thoughts that you guys have on the future of carnivore diet. Adam, I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on the future of the carnivore diet. Is this a big fad? Is this going to go away? Is this just a bunch of craziness? But before Adam says anything, we have a quick announcement to make.
We do.
Oh my goodness, 1 week.
1 week.
What
happened? What happened? What's going on?
1 week.
I'm scared now.
We're going to be in Charleston, South Carolina, February 21st, 2026. Linda Volkey's going to be there. Carrie Mann's going to be there. Adam Lacey's going to be there. Dr. Nelson, Mimi, Dr. Kiltz. Emma's going to go on stage and share her story.
Woo!
And then two of the greatest people that I've met on my carnivore journey, Lynn Tucker, Carnivore, and Ribeye Ranger will be there as well, sharing their stories. Please join us. What if it's a little drive, Adam? They have to drive like 2 hours.
Not hard for a carnivore.
You're a carnivore. Drive 3 hours. I'm driving like 17 hours.
Yes, 14 for me.
Just to see Mimi.
Yep.
Adam was only willing to go 14. I'm doing the full 17. There is a link in the description below so you can get a ticket. Tickets are going. Let's go. And then there's one other big thing. There's probably a couple, actually. Adam and I are going to be joining Jenny Middich in Schaumburg, Illinois, for the screening of Cholesterol Code.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
It's going to be awesome. It looks like it's an incredible documentary. And you guys can join us on Monday, April 13th. I think I still have to add the link to the description, but if you really want to go, you're carnivore, you can figure it out. Just Google Schaumburg, Illinois Cholesterol Code screening, and it'll come right up.
That's right.
Power of Google.
What about meat stock? Do you have one for meat stock?
I was just going to go to meat stock. Where's my meat stock one here? Meat stock's going to be incredible. I'm going to be at meat stock. Adam, are you going to be at meat stock?
I will be at meat stock.
Will Dr. Barry be at meat stock?
Dr. Barry will be there.
What about Dr. Chafee?
He will be there.
Dr. Kiltz?
Absolutely.
Who's not going to be at meat stock?
Nobody that I know.
There's there's 12,743 carnivores that you watch regularly on YouTube that will be at meat stock. Adam, when is meat stock? Because I can't read that far.
It is May 2nd and 3rd.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yep. And
when we say carnivores don't procrastinate, you will miss out if you don't get a ticket to meat stock. Go to meatstockconvention.com and use promo code
Healing Humanity
for $50 off your ticket. And Adam and I are not only going to be there, we're kind of running the thing, right?
Right.
Like,
absolutely.
Then we're going to call it Healing Humanity, Kerry and Adam Show.
Right.
You guys want to see Dr. Barry or some of those other fancy doctors? Adam and I are pretty much running the show. I joke and I don't joke. There is going to be a very heavy Healing Humanity presence.
Absolutely. And if anybody here is a fan of Maggie the Rancher, she will be there with us. So if you want to meet Maggie, you better get your tickets, because I think what's he got, like 200 left or something like that?
They're going quick.
Out of like 1,200. So yeah, you better get your tickets.
When you say Rancher Maggie, is this the Rancher Maggie you're referring to?
That's Maggie.
Muscles.
Woo!
Rancher Maggie. Muscles Maggie.
Muscles Maggie.
There's Muscles Maggie. Muscles Maggie. If Adam looks a little giddy right now, it was because a couple hours ago, Adam watched Muscles Maggie on the Montello Theater big screen.
I did.
Do we want to talk about this? Can we talk about this? I leave all this to Adam.
Ooh, I think we can a little bit.
Just a little
maybe
bit?
Not super specifics, but yeah. It's we watched
Can
Maggie.
we explain why you and I both have huge smirks on our face right now?
Right.
Or do we not talk about that?
Oh wow. It was validation for 3 years of sacrifice for us and our families and friends. And it was I still don't know how to react to it, because it was so, we got an applause after showing the film from regular people. Like, this wasn't a meetup.
crazy.
That was,
It was a
oh my
blind-
gosh.
We had a blind, for those that don't know, we had a blind screening. We were trying to get the general public. We were being intentionally vague. We told people we'll give you $15 if you come watch this. I had an ad in the newspaper. Most of the people came from the ad in the newspaper. Many had never been to the theater, and almost all of them, except for maybe a handful, the vast majority, I'd say 90%, 95% of them were clueless about healing humanity, what a proper human diet was, any of this. And I'm saying too much, but it's pretty awesome. 2.5 hours of questions afterwards.
Yes, 2.5 hours of questions.
We had to ask people to leave practically because we had another movie playing right now.
Yeah, I wish we had a doctor expert here.
Yeah,
they were hitting us with some really tough questions.
It was awesome getting questions from just the general public that haven't really heard of this. They're good questions. They're easy questions because we're professional carnivores at this point. But they were good questions.
Well, the promising thing is like what you set out to do was to bring this message of healing to the world, right? And it was just validation that these people they were so moved by the film that they're like considering doing this, and they're asking questions. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? And it was beautiful.
Yeah. The thing that I'm most excited about, and we won't talk about this anymore because we're doing another screening tomorrow, and I know everyone here that watches and that has supported us, we thank you so much. Just a little bit more patience because people are mad at him. Like, why did they get to see it? Everyone that has supported this project has done so because they're awesome and because they want other people to find healing. Adam, your brother, your uncle, your neighbor, we find this healing when we want others to find the healing. And that was the purpose of the test screening we did to the blind public that has no clue about this. We want to see, does this resonate with them? Do they understand it? Did we miss the mark? Was it confusing? And so that's what we did today. But the cool thing is, this is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll shut up and move on. The cool thing is, this is science. We talk about nutrition science, that's all garbage.
Right.
This was legit science. We followed a very specific formula to bring in a blind audience and get a ratings and feedback from all of them. That is not just science, it's statistically significant. And the numbers that we got, crushed it. Crushed it.
Yes.
Do we say this number or not?
I would wait on that until we get the other 40 in yeah.
Tomorrow we're doing
but it's
one more
probably
screening.
going to be higher than that, actually.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're doing another screening. Did you ever have a doubt?
I did not.
I did. Not necessarily a doubt, just like how well will this resonate with the general audience? Because I'm so close to this. I get questions all the time. I'm like, this is before bacon eggs. It's so simple.
Right.
But the general public that is never seen it, if I just learned about this for the first time, I'd be like, this is all crazy. And I would have 10 million questions.
People were sick. People were sick out there.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe they
felt
stayed
like
around
they were super hungry for this message.
Yeah. 2.5 hours
Yes.
of questions.
Well, we almost had to kick them out because the other movie's going now.
And we this is the standard practice when you do a movie screening. You get them in blind. They're not going to come out of the goodness of their heart blind. So you say, here's $15 or $20. It's industry average. We followed all of that. People were giving the money back at the end.
Yes.
They're like, don't even forget it. You just keep the money. Pay it forward. Give it to someone else.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You hear that in the carnivore community.
Yeah, they were saying like they felt like they got so much value from watching the film that it wouldn't feel right to actually take the money. And I thought, wow, that was definitely something I did not expect at all. I thought these people are they're going to come in, they're going to get their $15, they're going to go, and fill out the form and all that. I did not expect any of that, especially the Q&A.
Right. Well, we'll end saying this. If you guys have questions, post them in the comments. We'll end saying this. It's the documented stories that matter. We could have done a 2-hour documentary about science and biology and what's going on with the inflammation in my mitochondria, or you can show real stories of real people and see if that resonates with you or inspires you, supported by good doctors. The doctors in here were incredible.
There's nothing more inspiring than an animation of mitochondria, right? I mean, it hits right here.
Super microscopic view. Yeah. That's the last thing I'll say is I love these doctors.
Oh my gosh. Such wisdom. I mean,
Paving a new pathway.
oh my goodness. Yes.
Refreshing. There's a yearning in the I'll say that, having the blind general public in here, they're like, please, I want a doctor like one of these people.
Right.
Okay, enough about that.
What do we got in the comments?
Yeah, let's check the comments. We are talking the future of carnivore diet. Dr. Kilt's quote, it's documented stories that matter. That's right.
Right.
All right. Where are you guys from? What are you guys doing? Who found healing? Is there a link to buy the Healing Humanity round plaque? No, not at this time. Maybe in the future. Huge thank you to my amazing sister, Melissa, who painted that. That's a dot painting, by the way.
That's super cool.
Hundreds, probably thousands of little tiny dots that made that up. I have 2 of these.
Really?
Maybe
Where's
at some
mine?
point. Yeah, you don't get one.
I don't get one.
We should. I don't know if we could ever make those available. We'll have to see. We do have Healing Humanity.
It probably
shirts.
would cost a lot.
Yeah,
How much time is she
a
puts
lot
into it?
A lot of work. All right, we're going to be talking about the future of the carnivore diet. Adam, what are your thoughts on the future of the carnivore diet? Because a lot of people say that's great, but this is a fad and it's going to go away.
Yeah, as sick and unhealthy as this society is, carnivore is definitely not a fad. It's on the rise. I mean, I feel like it's on the rise, and it's only getting stronger as people they see your 30-day video and get inspired to make a change and move towards a carnivore diet and see the miraculous healing that they can get on this. So I feel like personally, the carnivore diet is definitely on the rise. But I'd be interested to hear what you all have to say in the comments. You know, like, do you feel like it's on the rise? Do you feel like maybe it's sort of a fad thing? Is it here to stay? Is it going to fizzle out at some point? Where are you at with it?
Yeah. I feel like it's here forever because it's our ancestrally appropriate diet.
Yes.
Unlike all those other fads that come and go, those are usually money-making things, like Weight Watchers or some diet program that run their course. They run their course and they ultimately don't work. If they worked, they'd continue going. The thing with carnivore is people are finding incredible healing, and then people are seeing it, and it keeps going. The other thing I hear from time to time is it's a cult. What do you think about that, Adam? Is carnivore a cult?
I think maybe with some people it could be, and I think it is. It's definitely, there's some clicks with some of the people in the space, but it's more so on social media.
Yeah.
You know, the carnivores that I've met in real life, they're all super cool, and I don't feel like it's cultish at all whatsoever.
Yeah, and I feel like if you really examine what a cult is, there's usually some like crazy cult leader. That'd be Dr. Barry. Dr. Barry's awesome.
Right.
No, it's usually some crazy leader that has some sort of, as Dr. Barry would say, perverse incentive or reason or motivation. And it's usually people in a cult are doing it to the detriment of their health. And oftentimes they're like, they have to pay.
Right.
It's like, that's carnivores, none of those things.
Yeah.
People are healing and they don't have to do it and they don't have to pay for it. And you can do whatever you want. Like, you just want to eat a proper human diet, do it. I think that's kind of the big difference.
Right. Paul Salva, whatever.
Is anyone counting carnivores? How do you count the carnivores?
I'm not counting them. That's for darn sure. That would take too long.
I believe we're at.
Are you counting them?
How many do you think there are? I've heard some people say hundreds of thousands.
I feel like, honestly, everyone on the planet is.
They just don't know it yet.
You don't have to count it. Exactly. They just may not be eating that way, but their physiology is such that they are should be eating the majority animal diet.
There we go.
There we go. You're gonna have to get you some new peepers.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, it is what it is. Adam, here's a question. How can my local theater get the documentary Healing Humanity?
Oh, that's a great question, Tracy. So we are potentially going to do a deal with a platform, the same one that Cholesterol Code is using. We're going to be meeting with the owner on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday next week?
Yeah,
Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday. One of those. But you could potentially have the possibility of being an ambassador for Healing Humanity, represent us, and sell tickets for your local movie theater.
Yep.
Yep.
So it could be in potentially theaters all over the place. We've done meetups all over.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any problems filming the meetups.
Yep.
And in each of those locations, you have a movie theater playing it. Could you imagine, like, no guarantees, but the good doctors that are in the documentary, in some cases, they might want to attend one of these showings. So you could potentially go see Healing Humanity with one of your favorite good doctors, or one of the individuals that found healing that are in it.
Yep.
Maybe you're hanging out in the UK and going to a theater. Yeah, there's Lee Copa sitting over there.
That's right. And with any luck, we can have some of the good doctors actually hosting their own screening.
Right.
You could attend that one.
I would love to go see it with Dante Ferrigno in particular.
Yes.
Dante's watching right now.
Is he?
If he is,
okay.
This is all your fault.
I was like, man, how do you know that? I need to figure that out on my channel.
Right. All right. So if you guys have any questions for me or Adam, or what your thoughts are on the future of carnivore, Adam and I are in a bit of a shell shock at the moment.
Oh, my
recovering
goodness.
from a heck of a day, and it's all going on again tomorrow.
I just can't even believe it. Hopefully this wasn't a fluke today.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Honestly, I don't feel like it is.
Well, that's an interesting thing. Like, is it a fluke or isn't? It's what we've done is so, I hate using the word scientific, but statistically significant that we've gone down the rabbit hole with these screenings and how they work and all of that. But with the amount of people we had that watched it, there's no question. It's statistically significant to the point that I was digging into this more, and it was saying, like, you don't even have to do any others.
Right.
With what we have now, we have enough with the level of error possible that it was still a win.
That's even with the spread of demographics and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Cool.
we're still doing it tomorrow.
Right. Absolutely.
We're still going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. The Q&A alone was worth it. People are super curious about changing their diet.
The Q&A was just so fun too, because we do lots of Q&As, but it's usually with people that are already familiar.
Right.
And
they have harder questions.
Yeah.
Mainly for doctors.
Yeah. We had some softball. They're good questions, but just someone totally new.
Yeah, but it's like you can feel that energy. Like it's light bulbs went off in their head. Like, oh my gosh, like this might be the ticket. And then they've just got so many questions and they're excited about learning more, and just being a part of that experience is awesome.
Yeah, and I saw a comment earlier about talk about it more. There's so much more we want to say that we're not saying right now, and there's a reason for it. So thank you for your patience, but we're doing more screenings. We're trying to keep these scientific and unbiased and all of that stuff. Plus, there's a whole bunch of people that are anxious to see this, and then they get wind, oh, someone else saw it before me, and then you got to do a bunch of explaining. Well, this is a test screening, and people don't understand that. So
yep.
It's hard not to not say anything, but
that's right.
We've said enough.
Put Roxanne's comment up there.
Roxanne, my kids ate every bite of their ribeye today for dinner. Makes me happy.
That's awesome. I wish I was your kid.
Yeah.
Like I never got ribeye when I was a kid. That's awesome.
And you didn't get any ribeye today.
It was always like super dry pork, you know, that you had to chew for like forever and drink your milk to get some moisture in it.
Adam had Culver's burger patties today.
Yeah, it was pretty good. First time.
It's Jen's favorite. I could go either way, but I was starving. I'm like, well, let's take it. We don't have a lot of options here when you're in a rush.
Right.
We didn't have time to go prepare a steak today because the Q&A went for so long.
Yeah. Poor us.
Poor us. I think we're going to have Powerball tomorrow, though.
Excellent.
We got Spanky Golf Addict from Vulcan, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Little Spock action there.
Yeah. Coach Juliet says, nice to hear it. Was non-carnivores watching, giving feedback? That's who we need to hear stories from. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. You're way behind in the comments. Anybody got any comments on the trends?
Let's see. Should I go down to the bottom and work my way back up?
That was a cool one too. Spanky. Let's see. What do we got?
Spanky said, I am bi carnivore. Some days strict carnivore. I've never heard it put that way before.
That's great.
Some days strict carnivore and some day ketovore. The happy medium for me. It works for me. Still losing weight and feeling great.
Awesome.
You know what I say to Spanky Golf Addict? Good job.
Like bi carnivore all the way, man.
Yeah.
That's
As
awesome.
my daughter Emma says, you do you, I'll do me. Whatever works for you.
That's right.
People get mad at me, Adam, because they say I'm so strict carnivore.
Right. How dare you? How dare you be so strict?
I'm happy for Spanky Golf Addict to be bi carnivore and doing keto. If that's working, go for it. The only
Absolutely.
reason I'm strict is because so many people come to my channel that are brand new and they're sick and suffering. And my advice for those that are sick and suffering is, if you were my loved one, my advice for you would be just do strict carnivore until you're healed. And then maybe do a little ketovore or whatever. You
do a little by carnivore.
You can do whatever you want.
Right?
You don't need my permission.
Exactly.
I'm choosing to do carnivore. I'm going to do carnivore for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to eat a slice of pizza again.
And let me write this down.
I'm never going to have a donut. Never going to have ice cream again. That makes people feel uncomfortable.
Right.
But I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. It's not because I think I'm better than you or I'm stricter. It's not that at all. It's probably because I'm worse than you because I'm such a horrible addict. And I know if I have any little bit of that, it'll completely derail me.
Right.
You guys are better than I am and you're not as addicted. And I was...
that sounds like a cult.
Yeah, right. I was thinking about this before. Bill Knott, when we interviewed him, I remember him talking about being on the precipice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a fun word.
That's above my pay grade.
Precipice. I feel like I was hanging on the precipice prior to finding carnivore, and it wasn't even my fingernails holding on. It was my fingernails. It wasn't even my fingertips.
Yeah.
It was down to the fingernails
one
scratching.
fingernail.
And I was able to, by the grace of God, claw my way back up now. So I'm like, I ain't going anywhere near that cliff anymore. But other people, they're able to do it and they're fine. Good for them.
Yeah. My motivation is not the same as yours, but I'm the same way. I'm not going to do that stuff anymore, strictly because I view food as nutrients.
Yep.
I just need to put something in my body that my body can use to repair cells and do what it needs to do. Right. I don't look at food as pleasure, as if my life centers around pleasure with food, I don't have much of a life, at least in my opinion.
We had a question today in the Q&A, and it was just like, I get it, but I just can't wrap my brain around not having a baked potato with my steak, not having some spices and some sauces on there, not doing some of those things. What would you say to someone like that, Adam?
It's so hard to answer those questions because, some people could possibly be okay with that.
Right.
It just really depends on where they are in their health journey. Most people that I've spoken with can't do it. A lot of people are addicted to sugary foods and starchy foods that turn to sugar. So it's best to just avoid those at all costs if possible. But some people can't handle it.
Right. I believe when I answered the guy, I was just like, I get it. I thought the same thing when I first started, but kind of like you, it's turned to food is fuel.
Yes.
Which is a weird thing. I never could have wrapped my brain around that before carnivore. Right. When that switch went off, that food is no longer for entertainment or pleasure.
Right.
It's just fuel. If you don't walk that and experience it, you can't understand it because it's always. But if you take a big step back, it is interesting. If your entertainment is food,
mm-hmm.
your pleasure is food, how is that? And it's to your detriment.
Right.
How is that not like a drug?
Exactly.
If you're taking something to your detriment, it does nothing good for you,
mm-hmm.
but I just have to have it. I just have to have
it.
How is that not like a drug, like an addiction?
True. Absolutely.
But it's not me being judgmental because I was addicted, but for me on carnivore, at some point that switch went off and I'm like, I don't care about the baked potato anymore because I'm just eating food for fuel. And so that was what I encouraged this gentleman with. I'm like, I get it, but if you do this for a while, you'll very likely get to the point where you're not going to be thinking about that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And hey, if you do it for long enough and you find healing, you want to experiment, add some stuff back, you do you.
Absolutely.
Do whatever you want. That's the beauty. And someone else pointed that out today too. When you're doing this way of eating, if you were to find healing and heal your body and then add something back, if you had a negative consequence from that, you're going to know it.
Oh yeah.
I would never know it on the standard American diet because there's 4,000 variables going in.
That's right.
Sauces and spices and ingredients and side dishes. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. For me, I had adult acne my entire life, but really it was just a reaction to dairy. And I never knew it because I was eating so much trash and garbage all the time that I could never isolate it down to dairy actually being a problem for me. But once I got down to brass tacks and basically the lion diet and ate some cheese, oh my gosh, here comes the acne, and it's there for an entire month before it finally clears up. I'm like,
Right.
man, no wonder,
We have a celebrity that has just entered the building. Bill and Daisy, Alaska. Man,
Daisy's here.
Daisy's here. That Bill guy, whatever. How's Daisy
Daisy's doing really, really well at typing these days.
Daisy, I think Daisy got some good reviews and ratings on the survey today.
Right. Well, no, it's Daisy if it's just a bunch of letters.
Those Alaska people, whatever they were. Man, I wish Bill Knott was here today to watch what we watched.
Oh, my goodness.
Top of the charts, too, by the way.
Woo. This guy's going to change a lot of lives.
Bill, you got to get a security gate or something put up there pretty soon. Nobody mess with Bill either. I'll just forewarn you.
I'm not messing
He's
with him.
prepared and heavily armed.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
He's probably got 15 pocket knives on him right now.
It's an addiction, and therefore it's not easy to quit the junk food. 100%. But the good thing is when you use the word addiction, because I never did that when I was on keto. I never admitted I was addicted. And as a result, sadly, I would lose some weight and I'd gain it all back, and I would just yo-yo forever because I didn't admit it was an addiction. That's why I love carnivore. I'm abstaining.
Mm-hmm.
What other addiction do you have in the world that you're able to moderate it?
Right.
Just none. You can't
Right.
moderate any addiction. Why do you think we can do it with food? It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love carnivore. It's full abstaining from that addiction.
So, yeah, but going back to the dairy thing, I was just down at Dr. Kiltz's home in Sarasota. And,
Must be nice.
Yeah. Jenny Middich and Susie from the Switch Company, they actually made, a couple of days before I got there, they made ice cream sandwiches. And they were in the freezer. And I'm like, well, let me just try one of these, right?
Uh-oh.
It ended up being 3 of them. Like there was just no off switch with it. So, and then I had to deal with the acne that ensued afterwards. But man, were they delicious! If you can handle dairy, I don't know if Jenny actually has this recipe on her channel right now, but my goodness, those ice cream sandwiches were delicious.
Did the brain damage come back?
It never went away.
Bob Eater, thank you so much, Bob. You are
Wow.
too generous. Gifted 5 Homestead How memberships. Really appreciate you, Bob. Thank you. Do a members only live stream every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and every single penny. Forever. I didn't have memberships before I was talking about carnivore.
Right.
Every single penny for memberships forever on the lifetime of my channel. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. Goes 100% to healing humanity, the power of a proper human diet. Which
You're ridiculous.
we're done with the documentary, but not done. We're done with filming it.
Right.
But oh my goodness,
we got marketing and distribution to worry
the expensive
about,
stuff. But
and the series that's coming.
Fired up for the series.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. Fired up for the series, just to be able to have a whole cancer episode, a whole depression episode,
Mhm.
a whole autoimmune episode, a whole fertility episode. You have a loved one with one of those issues, they can just go watch it. Hopefully.
Right. Yes.
We had someone talking about their elderly parent that was in a long-term care facility suffering, and they were heartbroken and they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So sad. And this was in the Q&A. And I told them about Hal Cranmer, the gentleman in Arizona that's running long-term care facilities, and he's putting them on proper human diets, and these people are healing.
Mm-hmm.
What were we saying? Is one guy had Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
And what happened with
He
him?
had Alzheimer's and reversed the symptoms of Alzheimer's, went back home, lives by himself now. He's 80 and he surfs every day.
How is this not front page news?
Right.
Like everyone that goes to it's so sad. Everyone that goes to those homes, that's it.
That's it. You
This
go
is
there
your
to
last
die.
home you're ever
That's
going to.
right.
You go there to die,
Yep.
and that is it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one example.
Yes.
This guy, people are healing. Like I remember Hal talking about they do these tests. I think it might have been for Parkinson's or something else. They do these tests, and they're seeing this is science. Like we have the tests and the data before, and then after they're eating a proper human diet, these people are healing.
Yeah,
they're going home.
Their markers are getting much, much better.
That's crazy.
Some of them are so far gone, the damage has been done basically,
Right.
but they will improve eating a carnivore or keto lifestyle.
Anyways, that was a question today, and we told them, it made me think about the series again, because we had permission to go film Hal Cranmer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so expensive.
Yep.
To do this, and everything is in the finishing the documentary, marketing, and getting it done. So we have that, and we have 400 hours worth of footage that could be edited together right now for the series episodes, but that's all on the back burner right now until we get the documentary done, the marketing for the documentary, the distribution, all of that. Speaking of that, we have another question about the documentary from Bucky Badger. Do you think the documentary will eventually reach YouTube?
I do. We have to go through a series of steps that when we first started this, we thought, we're going for Netflix, right? As we go along, we're learning more and more things from industry insiders that it's impossible to do a deal directly with Netflix. They do not take on indie films whatsoever, no matter what they are. So you have to have this proven track record of data, basically, of what we just collected.
We got one check mark there.
Exactly.
It's a huge one.
Tomorrow's another one as well. And to have such positive results from something like this, I think is going to go a long way with that data.
You know what's crazy? Think about independent documentaries, how hard and how expensive this has been to do.
Mm-hmm.
Almost none of them, unless they're major, actually do a screening like we did. Right. It's very rare. Like, you got to rent a theater. I'm so blessed that we have the Montello Theater to do this.
Right.
But you have to rent a theater. You'd have to find a blind audience. And it was hard.
Yes.
It was hard just to get here, to make sure everyone was blind. We're doing newspaper ads, Facebook ads, all sorts of stuff to get people up. But anyways,
trying to filter out carnivores.
Yeah.
That, because we know that, Kerry could probably, pardon my French, go to the bathroom on a pile of wood, and people would probably like it. There's plenty of people out there that are like that. So we definitely wanted to make sure that those folks were not in the mix, and weighing it to the positive side. So, if it was a flopper, we want to know, what can we do to make this better? I'm so glad
we did it that way too, because if it was just a bunch of carnivores, the data would be useless right now.
Exactly.
They all loved it. Well, of course they did. All the good doctors are in there, and these incredible stories.
Yep. So, to answer your question about the YouTube, we collect this data, and we go through the theatrical on demand process. We're collecting data through all of that, and it's measuring metrics like how fast the tickets sold. If you upgraded from an 80-seat theater to a 160-seat theater, how fast did those tickets sell? How many people actually went to the event? There's all kinds of metrics that it's looking at. And that will play into a pitch that we can have for Amazon and Hulu and Netflix down the road. But the next step after that will be transactional video on demand, listing it on Amazon, Apple, kind of like Animal did, for $5 or whatever. And we don't want to do any of this, but we found out that this is the process and the path to get listed on Netflix and Amazon on their subscription services, the larger ones.
Get on the radar first and show some traction.
Exactly. Because Joe Blow eating Cheetos, scrolling through Netflix, if he sees our thumbnail for the film, he's not going to click on it and watch it if he has to pay $5 to see it. Right? The people that need it the most, it needs to be part of their subscription service, and it's absolutely the hardest to get on there. So, long story too long, like Kerry says. Once all that process is done and we hopefully are able to get listed on those platforms as part of the subscription service, then we'll probably put it on YouTube.
Yeah. The goal all along is to reach as many people as possible, make it as accessible and free for everyone. But no matter what route it is, it's always there's no way to answer it now.
Right.
It might end up here. And if it ends up here, then they're going to say you could do this and this and this, and then it'll end up here. So
yeah.
But we're on the right track.
If we put it on YouTube first, that hinders our chances with those streamers.
Yes. We got Dean. Got a couple of sides of ribeyes at Costco on sale in Temecula, California. Spending a lot less money, and I don't have to buy anything from the center of the store.
That's awesome. You remember we met Dean out in San Diego.
Dean!
You remember that last name?
Dean Ludwig.
That's Ella's grandfather. Type 1 diabetic Ella. We had Rachel, her mother, and Ella on a live stream.
Right.
Yeah.
And in Montana.
Yeah, Ella was there in Montana. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Carnivore
Rachel
break.
too.
See?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You
Yep.
thought it was crickets up here.
I was trying to catch
Montana.
you.
I swear though, like some of these, I don't even remember half the. Where were we? Where am I now? One more big meetup in South Carolina. I'll say that one more time. This is the last one. This is kind of bittersweet. I'm sure there'll be more with the film going, but this is the last Healing Humanity meetup. It's going to be incredible. We get up on stage. We share incredible stories of healing from each of the individuals you see here. That's actually the old one. Where's the new one? Dr. Kiltz is going to be there. Dr. Nelson. I know a bunch of new people jumped on now. If you want to join us in South Carolina, this is it. This is your very last chance. HealingHumanity.movie/events. Link in the description below.
You've been practicing that for a while, haven't you?
I feel like I've said it a couple times.
Okay.
All right, we got Patricia. I knew I was killing myself by what I ate. I had to quit, had to change. At 76, I had to change everything. Now I am down to 253 pounds, gut better, ER, heart improving, off all meds, and lungs are better too. At 76.
That's awesome, Patricia.
You go, Patricia. You go.
That's awesome.
You're an inspiration. And thank you, Patricia, for sharing your story, because that's the most important thing we can do.
Yep.
She's sharing her story by telling here. She's sharing her story by hopefully just your example. People are seeing, what's Patricia doing? My goodness.
Exactly.
Here I am with my little walker and scooter and barely able to go. Patricia's kicking butt.
That's right.
We got a new member. Welcome. North Dakota Carnivore Lance.
Oh,
what are you doing? 10 Homestead House memberships. Thank you so much. That is too generous. I really appreciate it. Members only live stream every Thursday at 3. It's usually me and Jen, but Adam joined this week. Jen got the week off. She thanks you, Adam.
Yeah, I got upgraded this week, I guess.
Yeah. All right, we've got some more comments coming through. Waiting on the goldfish recipe. I don't know if you're talking about Emma. Emma's got a goldfish recipe on her channel.
Yeah.
Emma's been killing it lately on YouTube.
So scroll down. Jesus and Carnivore. Yeah, Becky. Yeah, she remembers Montana also.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we saw Becky out there also. Rhett Rogers. Hey, Rhett.
Hey, Rhett. How's it going, man?
So happy for you guys. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait for you to see it. Pop Eater found a meat hack. Oh, we love to hear about meat hacks. Bought a brisket. Adam, when are we going to eat brisket? It's been a long time.
Gosh.
I love brisket.
We drove right by brisket to go to Culver's.
We should stop there tomorrow. Bought a brisket at $2.99 a pound. Ground the whole thing by hand. Ground beef for $2.99 a pound.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Ground brisket.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, there's a place near me. It's like oops, dropped my phone. It's like a boutique sort of deli and butcher. And they do ground beef and ground brisket together. And they sell it for like some ridiculous amount. It's like $15 a pound or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bucky Badger, the people who saw the movie, any statistics on how many plan on giving it a try? Yeah, we have all those statistics. I think we have 26 different statistics. I don't have that number in front of me, but it was incredible. Like it blew our mind.
Yes. It's overwhelmingly.
Should we just tell them one story real quick?
Sure.
We had a vegan woman.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam and I were a little terrified because people are coming in blind. They're like, I don't know, what's the percentage of the population is vegan or vegetarian?
Right.
They could get quite upset. We were waiting for someone to walk out.
I was waiting for them to like throw fake animal blood on you.
Right.
Like a PETA member or something.
Yeah. They can get nasty, those vegans.
Oh, yes.
Adam and I were sitting security. We were sitting by the back seats just waiting. Not one person.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say vegans. It's just that's just crazy people. Yeah. Right. Because there's good vegans. So
right. Yeah. We're talking about the crazy ones.
Yes.
We had one woman, though, that was vegan. Can we talk about this real quick?
Sure.
And I could kind of sense it when she came in. Like, oh, gosh. I hope we don't like insult her or something. Yeah. Afterwards, after 2.5 hours of questions, we were going to do this earlier. It was going to be 10 minutes of questions. Mm-hmm. And then we had a camera set up. If anyone wants to share their thoughts. My name's Kerry. I just watched Healing Humanity. And then I told him, good, bad, whatever. You hated it. You loved it. Whatever you want to say. We had several people do that. Surprisingly, after 2.5 hours, these people waited around. Mm-hmm. And we had one woman come up and she was vegan. What did she say, Adam? It's unbelievable. This is the truth. We have it on camera.
I'm saying this verbatim, but basically she said she's when she leaves, she's going to go get a steak.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world? That's why I don't remember exactly what she said, because I was so
pretty much
shocked.
what it was.
I was so surprised.
Roll the footage. We have it on camera.
Right.
We filmed her, so stay tuned. It was crazy. She was so nice too.
Yes.
She told me at the beginning to stop apologizing.
That was great.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the same woman.
Somebody was yelling at Carrie
Stop apologizing.
before we even shown the movie.
I was apologizing because we have all sorts of paperwork they have to fill out because this is not out to the general public, non-disclosure agreement and everything.
Yeah,
It's like, stop
it just
apologizing.
is what it is.
We converted to vegan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, they at least
Just
went for steaks,
went for
which
a
is
steak,
that's
yeah.
a start, right?
Baby steps, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We got to stop talking about it. I apologize. Stop apologizing. I apologize if we're being intentionally vague, but again, we got another screening tomorrow, and we're trying to keep stuff on the lowdown a little bit, keep things scientific.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The people that are going to see this tomorrow have no idea any of this stuff. So
Yeah, so Bucky Badger, I would say the stats are probably pretty high on the people that are going to try it. But you know how it is when we're not selling anything, but people have to see things several times before they'll actually commit to any sort of an action. So we'll see.
yeah. All right. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Let us know.
Was there any comments on the trend of carnivore?
Yeah, I didn't see any. Give us what do you guys think about the future of carnivore diet? Is carnivore diet a fad? Is carnivore diet a cult? Is carnivore going around? Because it's interesting. I think about a year into doing this documentary, someone said that to me.
Mm-hmm.
You better get this thing done right now because carnivore is going away. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
this ain't going
Right.
away.
Yeah.
How's this going to go away? People are finding healing. Like, just look at everyone that's doing it. Where
Mhm.
would it go?
yeah. We've been called cult members, used car salesmen. We're wrecking people's health.
I love it.
Like,
I've been called a used car salesman.
yes,
I love that too because it's like, what am I selling? Go eat meat. Not done. I don't sell any meat.
right.
Go eat meat. I guess people could argue because I'm talking about the documentary, but that's a volunteer. Don't do it. Just,
Exactly.
you want to heal yourself. There's nothing to be sold. That's what convinced me. I watched 1,000 Dr. Barry videos after being inspired by Dante Ferrigno. And I'm just looking for what is he selling me?
Right.
Where is the $1,000 coaching program or diet plan? And I never found it.
Exactly.
And then he started talking about eating bacon.
Yeah.
What's this doctor talking about eating bacon? Used car salesman. There's nothing to sell. That's what the beauty of carnivore.
Yep.
I think that's what resonated with a lot of people today too.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sales pitch.
Exactly.
If I was in that position, I'd be like, "This is gonna be a sales pitch. What's a catch? There's
Exactly.
no catch. There's nothing.
Exactly.
Go home. Get out of here.
Right.
Eat meat or don't.
That's
Heal
right.
or don't. Like do
Yep.
whatever you want." Mary Hayden, see you at Meatstock.
Awesome.
From
Very cool.
Texas. Carnivore since August of 2025.
You know where the stars are bright and big at night?
Yeah.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
You know what I remember that from?
No.
One of the Pee Wee Herman movies. When's the last time you seen one of those?
It's been a while. I was just thinking, I was just imagining though, I'm sure we played every one of them here at the world famous Montello Theater.
Right?
That's a crazy thing when I think about this too. It was so surreal seeing Healing Humanity on the big screen. And then just thinking that this theater is so old and historic that literally every movie, I can't say every, but every major motion picture release, for the most part, has played on that screen.
Yes.
And then we're sitting there watching Healing Humanity.
This is
on
like
the screen.
the oldest movie theater in the world.
Yeah, it
basically.
literally. I think a couple movie theaters hold the record for it, but like you get back to a point when there wasn't. They had these rudimentary picture shows.
Mhm.
We had that.
Right.
Other theaters did, and then you had silent movies, and then we had that too.
If we had to convey this in the original way they had to do things in this place,
Oh, jeez.
how would we do that?
Couple of pictures, picture show. Well, before they even had the rudimentary picture shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It was a
the
playhouse.
the plays. How,
Yeah, we'd have to
how would
a
we
play.
do that?
Do you imagine Dr. Barry coming up with some makeup on?
Right? Yeah. Dr. Baker getting out doing some push-ups and stuff. You guys should eat
Oh.
meat.
We're gonna do it coming up next. Healing Humanity documentary series and the play on
Right.
Broadway. Could you imagine?
Watching you like throw your arms up in the air, like spinning around and wearing your ballet shoes and stuff.
Dante Ferrigno on
You
the
would do it.
stage. You got something there, Adam. I think you're onto something.
Yeah, let
The
me get
emotion.
right on that.
Now we're at Bill Knott, like the whole stage rotates and we're in a blue house in Alaska.
Right.
Okay, stage rotates out.
Yes,
We got
yes.
a little plane.
Yeah, we'd have to throw Daisy in there doing like little tricks, jumping through hoops and stuff, chasing mice.
Leave a comment down below. Do you want to see Healing Humanity, the musical stage show? Adam, you're in charge of that one.
Right.
Okay, now we have a question. You guys have any questions? We're joking around. We're having some fun here. Adam and I are a bit distracted. We love to answer questions, though. Stevie Wood is asking, Adam, I had a meeting with Dr. Nelson Friday, and he thinks I might be insulin resistant. Any suggestions?
Well, if Dr. Nelson said that he believes that you could be insulin resistant, chances are you probably are. And the suggestion that I would have is to ease into a carnivore diet. And, obviously, if you haven't had blood work, get blood work now and transition slowly into a carnivore diet over a period of roughly 30 days till you're full carnivore. And then after you're carnivore for a little while, do some more blood work and see where you're at.
I said it a couple times today, and I'll keep repeating it. The biggest thing in the world that the general public should be worried about, in my opinion, as an uneducated layman who barely graduated high school, but from what I've learned on this journey, is insulin resistance and inflammation. And we need to make that front page news. Every one of these diseases, insulin resistance and inflammation, heart disease being a big one. Dr. Ovadia talks about that all the time. Yet, Adam, when you went carnivore, did anyone ask you, oh, no, Adam, I'm worried about your insulin resistance and inflammation eating a carnivore diet?
No.
They said, I want to see those cholesterol numbers.
Exactly.
You're going to have a heart attack.
Exactly. And you know what? They're high, but I had my lipid density profile done, and it shows like bars, right? Like red and green. Mine are like as far left on the green that you can possibly get.
Nice.
And my insulin resistance is like, it's off the.
It's in the negative?
Pretty much.
You need some more of it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just need to eat a donut or something?
Right.
Bring
Yeah.
it back
But if you just look at LDL, the doctor would be prescribing me a statin,
100%.
which is ridiculous.
And by the way, that's just what the doctor would do, because that's the only thing doctors do nowadays for the most part, except for the good doctors in our documentary and the ones that are doing it differently. That just, I don't know, I've talked about this before on the channel, but it's so sad. The doctors spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. They go through medical school to do all of this, and then they're essentially reading a flow chart. If your number's this, put them on a statin. And that's all they do. Drug dealers for the statin companies.
Yeah.
Is that harsh? It's true. I'm sorry. It is what it is. People are worried right now. Oh, AI is going to come out and take the job of doctors. You don't need AI to say, if your number's this, put them on a statin. That's all doctors are doing now. There's not any nuance to it or anything. It's crazy.
AI will end up doing that, though.
Yeah, I have no problem.
And
but
they'll
you don't
just have
even...
one physician signing off on 1,000 AI decisions.
Yeah. And you don't even need the AI, though. It could literally just be a flow chart. If your cholesterol numbers, just put them on a statin.
Yeah.
Or it would probably just say, if they're breathing, put them on a statin.
Right.
It's going to be
might as well.
If they're born,
it's good insurance.
If a baby born, put it on a statin. We might as well get it on a statin now.
That's
Why not? Because there's a 1 in 100 chance that you're going to see any benefit from it.
Exactly.
99 out of 100 see zero. The reason I got fired up about this too is because you mentioned Dr. Nelson, who taught me about the fact, I believe it's the women's health study that Dr. Nelson referenced when I did a video with him. And there are, it's 10 or 11 other things above cholesterol that are indicative of having heart disease that we should be worried about. You're like 14 times more likely to have heart disease if you have insulin resistance, inflammation, poor metabolic health, you're pre-diabetic, all of those things. You're like 14 times more likely.
That's right.
Nobody asks about them ever. It's always the first question is cholesterol, and that's on the bottom of the list with all of these other things.
Yep.
Dr. Nelson's advice, which I love, is should we worry about our cholesterol? Maybe, but perhaps, like for me, I'm going to worry about this thing that's 14 times more likely first, which is insulin resistance and inflammation.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I repeating myself too much? But that should be ingrained in everyone's mind in front page news. And you look around in the world, everybody's inflamed. And then they're worried about us eating carnivore, and we're healthier than we've ever been.
Great. Let them worry. Elizabeth bought some suet at the local butcher.
Suet. Have you ever had suet, Adam? Suet at a local butcher
we
shop?
actually talked about that today. A lady in the documentary, she thought that she saw Maggie making potatoes, but we had to correct her that it was actually a giant pile of suet.
Oh,
giant pile of fat.
yeah. Memories.
It did kind of look like diced potatoes or something.
Yeah. Overflowing cast iron skillet of
Right.
fat. I'll tell you what, though, that week filming with Maggie, eating that breakfast every morning with, like, I eat a lot of fat on Carnivore, but that was more than I've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
I felt great.
Absolutely.
I felt so good after that.
My eyes got real big, though, when she said, you guys better eat up. We need to finish all of this. And it was a bowl of fat like the size of a basketball. Right. And I thought, my God, there's no way we're going to be able to eat this.
Your eyes also went wide when she pulled out a giant hatchet, pulled the meat out of the freezer, put it on a wood stump, and started hatcheting away and chopping away at it to cut it up into little pieces.
On a wood stump.
She takes a hatchet
classic.
afterwards and she's like, boom. And then she looks over at Adam. You're going to eat all this.
Classic. So, Elizabeth, you need to get also a big wooden log you can put in your kitchen and a hatchet.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it like Maggie.
Right. The Rancher Maggie method. Bill said, I would love to go to some spa place like that and get pampered for a half a day, Susan. Would be awesome.
Oh, that would be great. I thought about doing that the other day. Like, I've never had like a professional massage done or anything like that.
So here's a little thing for you. Never in my life would I ever do anything like this until I went Carnivore. Now I don't care anymore. And Jen and I were at the mall once, like Christmas shopping. There's no malls around here. It's kind of far, but they had a dude in the middle of the mall with the table.
Right.
And it was like, I think it was like $15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm going to do that. It's incredible. It's like the best. That's one of the beauties of Carnivore, by the way. Because what would I have done with that $15 before?
Right.
I'd have been at the Cinnabon.
Oh, yeah.
In the food court.
Right. Yeah.
Getting junk food and hurting myself. And now I do this a lot lately where I'm like, well, I would have been at the Cinnabon. I'm not doing that now. I got extra $15. Okay, I'm going to go get this. It was great.
Right.
The guy was brutal, too. Jen was like, you okay? He was like, but afterwards I felt incredible. And I've since gone back 2 or 3 times. So if you've never done it, that's a good entry. Like instead of going to some fancy spa, a lot of malls have just a dude.
Right.
You can go on the chair and get the chair thing done. I gave him like a $5 tip. It's $20. And I felt incredible. That's one of the things on Carnivore that I've been doing more lately. Jen and I both have. Leave a comment down below. I'm interested to hear if Adam's done this too. These are things I never would have done pre-Carnivore. Pre-Carnivore, Jen and I was always, what are we going to eat? Where are we going to eat? What are we going to eat next?
Yes.
That was it. That was everything was the food.
Yeah.
Do you do other things now outside of
absolutely
food that you would never done before?
1000%.
Comedy.
It was always food. Yeah.
What about,
yeah. I've seen Dave Chappelle, like, good Lord, I don't know how many times now.
I think that's a Carnivore thing.
And it's like, I have some extra money now.
Right.
To be able to do those things. Whereas before
that's
it was like,
money.
I would have been, Domino's like every night of the week. You know, I got to get my points up. I get a free pizza on Friday,
The comedy one's interesting because once maybe before Carnivore, I went to a comedian. I love comedians. But I think I've gone 2 or 3 times now. And when we interviewed Laura Spath and Chris Spath, that was like their thing.
Yep.
And I know Laura is one of my favorite YouTubers. She's awesome. Chris is incredible. They're both in the documentary, by the way. But I remember Laura saying, like, there's so many fun things you could do when you stop thinking about the food. They go to like comedy clubs. Jen and I have gone to museums. Never would have done that before.
Right.
There's a cave of the mounds in Wisconsin, this underground cave. We like drove an hour over there. Let's go check that out. Doing all sorts of things I never would have done before. And those are experiences.
Yes.
That's value.
Absolutely.
What experience do you get out of going to Domino's or eating a Cinnabon?
You get disease.
You get disease and a stomach ache. You don't have any good memories of it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Be interested in the comments if anyone's doing any new experiences that they wouldn't have done on Carnivore.
Yeah. Elizabeth said she's excited to make her own tallow.
Have you done that?
I have done that. And one of the ways that I like to do it, Elizabeth, if you get a chance and you have a smoker, render the tallow on a smoker, because cooking fried eggs with smoked tallow is
make a breakfast tomorrow.
On
Adam?
Point. Yeah, let's smoke some tallow tonight.
Smoke some tallow. We're carnivores. We can keep going.
Absolutely.
It's been a little bit of a long day, but we'll be all right.
Right.
Bucky said Dave Mack will tell how story 2. I don't know exactly what you're saying, but I think Dave Mack is incredible.
Yep.
I feel like I keep hyping the documentary. He's also in the documentary.
Right. Well, who isn't?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Dave Mack is interviewed. I don't know. I've lost track. Last time I checked, he was
7 million?
2,000 carnivores.
Yeah,
has he surpassed 2,000 carnivores? Leave a comment down below. Dave's incredible. His mission and purpose in life is just to get the story out there about carnivore.
Yep.
Documented stories that matter. Becky said,
Uh-oh.
God gave me an amazing Valentine today. Just got back from the store with $225
Helen.
worth of meat.
So Helen.
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 Helen. Sorry. I got my
You got your Jesus
I got
wrong.
my Jesus wrong. It's been a long day. Helen, $225 worth of meat, all kind of amazing sales. I think it will be enough for at least 3 weeks.
Nice.
That's the way to do it as a
Wow.
carnivore. Look for them yellow tags.
Yeah, but carnivore is too expensive. You can't do it.
Right? Can't be done.
Yeah.
You know what I've been craving?
What?
Those
have you been
little
craving?
prime rib sliders from
Yes.
Sam's Club that are
Right.
$5.99 a pound that
Why-
Adam got me hooked on. The nearest Sam's Club
Why is Sam's Club so far away from
it's
you?
an hour and 20
That's
minutes away.
ridiculous. That's
I'm like,
ridiculous.
Jen, we got to work our stock down because the freezer, it's pretty well loaded.
Mhm.
Prepare, as Bill Knott
That's right.
says. We got to work that down a little bit and go to Costco and just, I want to fill that thing up with those prime rib sliders.
Right.
Because they're not just sliders. I don't.
Mhm.
They're the perfect size for a meatball.
Yes.
Grind them up, put them in the power bowl. You got prime rib power bowl.
Yep.
What are we talking about here?
Exactly.
Carnivore's hard, prime rib
Yeah.
power bowl.
The great thing that I
$5.99
like,
a pound.
what I love about it is the grind that they have on it. It's a different texture than like ground beef
Yeah.
or ground chuck.
Oh,
yeah. It's almost like a super soft steak.
Yeah. Tender.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And that's a thing I was trying to convey in one of the questions and answers today is you think carnivore is restrictive. Let's just talk about beef only because that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You can have chicken on carnivore. You can have pork on
Yep.
carnivore.
Yep.
You can have fish, turkey,
Mm-hmm.
all these things.
Yep.
I love the beef, but
Mhm.
I don't look at beef like, oh, I'm just get beef.
Right.
A prime rib slider's beef.
Exactly.
It's a completely different thing than a ground beef burger patty from
exactly.
Culver's.
Exactly.
It's completely different. And then you have beef shank.
Mhm.
You have some of these meats that have the connective tissue and the collagen. There's not only do they taste different, you get different benefits. Some of those help your
Yeah.
skin and your hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you talk about beef and different cuts of beef, that's hundreds of different types of food, in my opinion, even though it's all beef.
Mm-hmm.
Got to look for those sales though. Oh, don't forget duck and iguana too.
Oh, iguana. Yeah.
When's the last time you had iguana?
Yeah. And alligator.
Smoked iguana. I've had alligator
Shark.
once. Never had shark.
I've never had any of that.
Never had alligator.
I had what is it? Tuna sashimi the other day. And dude, oh my gosh, it was so good.
It was.
Oh
It's
my
sashimi?
gosh.
Does that mean it's raw?
It's oh my god, it's
You just
amazing.
eat a raw fish.
It's like buttery. It's so good.
Where did you get this at?
Black Rock. Or black something. Black Stone.
Is
or
that
whatever.
where you cook on a stone?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. I
Dude.
mean, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And you got to cook the food yourself,
Right.
which is kind of ridiculous.
They got you coming and going.
And I don't know how they get away with all the smoke. They give you butter to put on the stone that's like 1,000 degrees. You know what butter does with heat?
Yeah.
It smokes like crazy.
Did you say got any towels
It's
back
like
there?
like you're choking to death while you're making your steak. But it was good though. It was really good.
There's I've never been to a place like that. There's one in the Wisconsin Dells where you cook it on a rock.
Mhm.
Like, I got to try that at some point. And I don't know if you have these in Ohio, but here in Wisconsin, we got a place called Prime Quarter.
Mhm.
Did you ever hear that?
Nope.
Prime Quarter is a steakhouse, but it's a huge grill. It's a community grill, and you choose your steak out of the fridge. You pick your own steak, like pick your own
Okay.
weapon,
Right.
but then you cook it yourself. So it's kind of like that,
Okay.
where it's kind of cool because you get to cook your own steak, but then it's kind of like you said, it's like, why am I paying so much money to cook my own steak? I can just go
Exactly.
home and do it.
Exactly. You're paying for the experience,
Right.
I guess.
And the thing with prime rib that prime quarter that people normally like is you get the salad bar and the baked
Mhm.
potato and all the junk. So
Right.
I haven't been there yet as a
Mhm.
carnivore.
Alligator brought to Kroger's. Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
No, you haven't had alligator. You haven't had iguana.
No.
You have had
I've
kangaroo.
smelled iguanas. I used to have one when I was a kid, and it smelled god awful.
You had kangaroo though.
I did have kangaroo.
Now, am I giving you PTSD or did you?
No,
like
it was. I thought it was pretty good actually.
I wasn't a fan.
It wasn't my favorite, but it had like a sweet flavor to it, almost like a cherry flavor, which was really odd.
And no shame on the kangaroo because it was probably the preparation reason that I didn't like it.
No, I thought it was really good.
I just when the bite I had a little kind of a gamey, like, whoa, what we got going on here?
They call it Skippy in
Skippy, yeah.
Australia.
We got North Dakota Carnivore Lance Kerry is a big reason I did carnivore. One of my first YouTube videos was his reversing his congestive heart failure video. He used to show his tub of meds he got off of. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm
you
glad
still
to hear.
have those somewhere.
Yeah, they might be here somewhere. Or they're all over the ground. I throw them in the YouTube videos.
And I noticed that the medication is still in the bottles.
Yeah, there's some that are still in there. Some I didn't quite get through already. That is awesome to hear, North Dakota Carnivore. I'm glad I was a little part of your journey.
I was born in North Dakota.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a northerner like you.
Yeah.
No, but you were born in Arizona, right?
No. I was born in Wisconsin.
Lived in Arizona.
Lived in Arizona for a couple of years and came back to Wisconsin.
Yeah, I remember we went down to your childhood home in Arizona. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And then we climbed a mountain.
Climbed to my childhood mountain.
With Skechers slip-ins.
We almost made it to the top.
Freaking mountain.
That's Carnivores right there.
Oh, yeah.
Would you ever have done that pre-Carnivore?
Oh, no way. No
I'd have
way.
been eating Cinnabon at the bottom.
I would have been huffing like 10 steps in. I would have made it.
Oh, man. I almost forgot about that. That's what's so crazy.
That was crazy. We're climbing up this thing, and there's people coming down saying, be careful, guys, of tarantulas. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Rattlesnakes, tarantulas. And then Dave's digging around in the ground trying to find the
Right.
the geocache at the top of the mountain. I'm like, man, you're going to get your hand in a tarantula down there. You know what's crazy about that? Have we been doing this for 30 years? Because that seems like it was 30 years
It seems like it.
It's been 2.5 years.
It seems like it.
I got to look at the date. I'm approaching 3 years on Carnivore, but I ain't even 3 years Carnivore yet. Are you?
Yeah.
I think
February 1st, I was 3 years.
I think I'm a month away, maybe. I got to look.
Yeah, you're about like 30 days behind me.
You know what the other funny thing was that came about with this whole documentary, Adam? I announced this on my YouTube channel with Emma.
Mhm.
We should do a documentary about the carnivore diet.
Right.
How hard could that be?
Right.
And I did it on day 67.
6, 7.
Which, for the kids that don't know, I don't know what it means. Adam doesn't know what it means. You're supposed to go like this.
This is what the kids do.
They do this 6, 7. It's a huge thing. When the girls heard, I recently replayed this clip, and when the girls heard it, they're making fun of me. Oh, 6, 7. It's a thing going around. There's lots of weird things that happen with us and numbers. It's so weird that just happened to be 6, 7.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know what it means, good or bad.
Yeah. So that's bad for me too, because I photograph a lot of sports like youth leagues and kids, and they're always doing these trendy things, and I have absolutely no idea what they're doing. Thankfully, there's always like a board member or a coach or something like that is, they understand what these kids are doing, and they're like, no, we're not throwing up gang signs, I had no idea. I thought they were just holding up a W,
Right. We've got this is like NBC, the more you know, a message from Rick. Always boil your reptile meat first.
Good to know.
Those are words Adam lives by.
Good to know. Now I can live through tomorrow.
We got Mr. PSS25. Hey, fellas, just letting you know, nobody can see you on the camera. Sorry about that. It's because you're in mobile version. See what's happening there? Thank you for pointing that out. We had the mobile version closed.
I didn't even know that button thing was there.
Yeah. If you can you turn his phone? That probably won't work. You got to go on. You got to go on. Yeah. For those of you that are on mobile, we apologize, but you get to see the Healing Humanity thing, I guess.
Oh, that's got to be boring.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out. Darn it. I thought we had such a perfect setup here. And now we're losing out on the
there's a way
vertical.
to set a camera just for that.
That would be nice.
Yeah. You would think it would just show bands at the top and bottom. And
right.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Goldfish recipe. What is your daughter's site? Emma the Carnivore on YouTube. And she did a goldfish recipe. I think it was a couple days ago. She'll be able to find it right at the top of her YouTube channel. What did she do? She did a goldfish recipe, and then she did some carnivore chips out of egg whites.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I just watched that video. I didn't watch it when it came out. She said, Adam, I'm making this version for my dad because he doesn't do any spices.
Right.
Oh, that's so sweet of her. Where the hell are they? I didn't get one of them. They're gone. They're all gone. They look so good. It was just
awesome.
It was egg whites and a little bit of cheese.
Okay.
But she showed on camera. She's like, oh, it was like so crunchy.
I have to give her a high five for not giving you
I'd
any.
like to try it. This is the thing. Everyone's like, oh, it must be nice. Emma's doing all these recipes and stuff.
Right.
I never see any of them. She's done every sort of food. I'm not a big one for the.
You probably wouldn't eat them anyways.
For the most part, I wouldn't. The carnivore replacement foods, like she did a carnivore cake video, which, by the way, that's 100% carnivore. There isn't even
Yeah.
any weirdness
Yeah.
in there.
It is delicious.
I won't touch it. But I'm not judging. There's a
Right.
lot of people that go on Emma's channel and they're like, you know what? That helps me bridge the gap.
Right. Absolutely.
If I can help you bridge the gap, and then Emma says, you do you, I'll do me.
Yeah.
For me though, that ain't helping me bridge no gap. That's
Right.
that's taking my bridge back to
Yeah.
eating a bunch of real cake and junk
It's
food.
like a magic trick for me. It's a vanishing act.
Yeah. Have you
How
done,
fast can this cake
have you done
disappear?
it's like the whoopsie cake? Or
Yeah,
something?
I did. I've done it. It's delicious.
Kelly Hogan, right?
It's delicious.
It's good.
I'm like, look, family, look what I made for you. And then I eat the whole thing.
Have you ever not eaten a whole one?
No, never.
It's impossible.
Same thing
Yeah.
with the ice cream. Look, family, look what I made for you. And then I eat all of it.
I haven't gone down that road for either because that's exactly what I would do. But my thing is, at least you stop there. I think.
Yeah, I'm like, I know, I have sense enough to know, don't make this again.
Yeah. See,
You know?
I worry that I would do the whole cake, and then I'd probably break out, end up depressed, but then what's next?
I don't think
Well-
you would. I don't think you would because it's
It is
carnivore.
100%
It's animal
carnivore,
product. But yeah, it's part of that addiction part of it. You know, like it. Once you ate that, you probably wouldn't be able to stop until you finished it, and then you're looking for another one.
Right.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And you're gonna have that feeling for a couple days after that.
Yeah, and my brain's gonna be like, more.
Right. Exactly.
More.
Yeah.
And
And
then
if
my
any
brain,
little thing is close, you're gonna latch onto it.
and my brain would be like, you idiot, you ate that whole cake, might as well.
That's right. It's 100% carnivore.
Right. Nancy Chandler, I have watched every single one of your YouTube videos. Carrie, love you too. Oh, Nancy, thank you. We met Nancy in San
Yes.
Diego,
We did.
and she has an adorable dog.
Yes.
We were just joking in the documentary.
Oh my gosh. I'm
There's
trying to
more
remember
dogs
the
than we
dog's
realize.
name.
Nancy, your dog's name was Carnivore Brain Processing.
Oh man, that's right there. It's
It-
right
it's-
there.
I'm missing it because we had like 5 dogs in the documentary. Like
Oh.
there's Max in the documentary and then another Max
Oh
in the
man,
documentary.
she's gonna have to comment what it is now. I thought
Nancy,
it was, I thought
comment
it was
your
like
dog's name.
Pickle or Peck Piper or
Pickles?
Spanky or
Pickles? Was it Pickles? Doesn't sound like it's Pickles.
Piper? No. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. That dog was awesome.
North Dakota Carnivore Lance said I could have kept my med bottles, 5 blood pressure meds,
Ooh.
allergy meds,
Holy
fish
cow.
oil, 2 statins, and a couple other. I can't remember. I had at one time like 12 pills I was taking daily.
5 blood pressure
Unreal.
medication.
That's crazy.
Holy cow.
I
That
think I
must
was
have been like super high.
I think I was on 2 or 3,
That's
but
not enough. We'll put you on another one. That's not enough. We'll put you on another
Yeah.
and just keep going.
that's what they do. That's what I did.
Woo.
As Dr. Barry calls it, the cascade of pharmaceuticals. And then you get side effects from the side effects that you need more medication for. Taking medication just for the side effects of the other
Oh,
medications
man.
that aren't treating the root cause in the first place.
Insanity. It's insanity.
I was on several statins. I was on Flecainide for my heart, Metoprolol, Atorvastatin. I don't even remember
Wow,
anymore.
some good ones. Sounds like some good ones.
Yeah. Oh, we got a question.
Uh-oh.
As for bacon, what brand do you buy and do they have nitrates? I purchased a brand name North Country sugar-free bacon to be stored under 40 degrees. P.S. Power bowls drop. What do you do for bacon?
I don't do anything special.
Yeah.
Even the ones that are cured with sugar, it's so little sugar. It doesn't cause me any issues. And as far as the nitrates go, you know, if it says nitrate free, chances are it has more nitrates in it. Believe it or not, it's a marketing ploy. The nitrates in the normal fashion that you would think, yes, it doesn't have those, but they add things like celery salt that is molecularly the same as the standard nitrates, and they actually put more of it in there.
Yeah.
So you're ending up with more nitrates. It's just they can market it that it's without nitrates. It's wild.
Yeah. Similar for me. A couple times we've been to Costco as we've traveled around filming. I'm pretty sure it's Costco. I remember Lynn, Midlife Carnivore, Lynn telling me about this, where Costco had a really good like sugar-free bacon. So I just do the best I can. If I have that as an option, the Costco I normally go to doesn't have that one. So it's hit or miss sometimes, but I just do the best I can. I try to chill on the bacon. I do a lot better not on bacon.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
my go-to on Carnivore for a while, generally make bacon and eggs, but most of the time, I would have thought this was so gross before, but I love scrambled eggs and ground beef. It sounds so blah.
Same thing with me, but it's usually the prime rib sliders. I got a giant 14-inch pan, and I cook up all 18 of them at once, and then usually have what is it, 6 of them in a meal. So that'd be like 3 half days of meals, and then I'll have 9 eggs for breakfast. So 9 eggs and 6 of those burgers, and that's basically what I eat.
When we did our last filming, we had those prime rib patties, and it was either you or John cooked them up for breakfast. I think they were cooked in some bacon grease, and if you hadn't told me otherwise, I thought I was eating like a breakfast patty.
Right.
It was so good.
Yep.
Crispy, crunchy, fantastic, tender in the middle.
Delicious.
We need to, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna ruin those things. I keep talking about them, but those are my favorite. I got to make a trip out there.
Yeah, so they have the sliders, but then have you seen the big ones yet? Like a regular burger. They're like super thick burgers made with the same stuff. And it's the same price. Club? Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
I first started getting those, and I'm like, and then they had the sliders, so I just kind of mixed it up a little bit. But I'm like, how in the world? Like, this is ribeye. They're grinding up ribeye, and it's the same price as hamburger.
Why would you buy the hamburger when you can have ribeye?
Exactly.
I don't get it. Pop Eater has a good point. Dr. Barry has a great video about bacon and nitrates. Dr. Barry has some awesome videos about bacon.
Yeah.
How many people have quit alcohol as part of Carnivore? Adam's still hitting the bottle.
That's a good question. I know Todd Bachmus has. Becky has been able to keep alcohol away using Carnivore. Who else?
Dave Mack.
Dave Mack, yes. There's been a few others.
A lot.
I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Just thinking of all the people I've interviewed on my YouTube channel over the last couple of years. There's been quite a few, either alcohol or whatever addiction ailed them. Seems to the food addiction goes away, the brain normalizes, and then whatever other addiction. I remember Todd Bachman saying too, I think he said chewing tobacco
and gambling.
Yeah.
Most people that have an addiction, it's they typically don't just have one addiction like sugar.
Do you feel
There's always other things that come with it?
Do you feel like that addiction is somehow like a coping mechanism to deal with all the inflammation and crap we're eating?
Potentially. Some of the training that we're going through now with the Nutrition Network, Bitten Johnson, she talks about the prefrontal cortex in most humans now. It's taking potentially longer than 30 years to fully develop. And that part of your brain is where you control addiction. And the reason that part of the brain hasn't developed is because of the constant onslaught of carbohydrates and sugars.
Inflammation.
Yes.
The brain's just like, please.
Yep.
Give me a break.
Right.
Stop inflaming. What did I do to you? Why do you keep inflaming me? Michael says, I quit alcohol, but it was completely unintentional. I just didn't desire it anymore.
Yeah. We've heard that before. That's awesome.
Elizabeth, I also quit alcohol. Cool. I don't miss it at all.
Very cool.
That is great. Good job. I mean, I think giving up alcohol is just a carnivore bonus. You just don't really desire it anymore.
That's awesome.
I feel like a big part of it too is it's like we found all this healing.
Right.
Someone asked Dr. Baker about alcohol, and he's just like, it's poison. It is literally poison. It's
absolutely
full poison. But just imagining what the standard American diet did to my gut in terms of my gut bacteria, and then thinking about just what a shot of alcohol would do to your gut bacteria.
Right.
Just like scorch it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Squirt.
That's right.
That's a great name.
Right.
Well, Nancy, send our love to Squirt. Squirt was awesome.
Squirt was awesome.
I love dogs, and I was so happy to see a dog there.
Yep.
I don't know what the count is now. Adam and I, we were like joking around, not joking. We got to put the names of the dogs in the documentary credits.
1000%.
And then we're like, we got Max, this one, we got Dante's dog. And before we knew it, we're like, we got like 6 or 7 dogs. What's going on here? I don't think my 2 dogs are in there.
And there's no cats. I'm really bummed about that.
Well, we got Daisy.
Daisy's in it.
Daisy's in it.
Okay,
we got good. 1 cat.
Okay, I'm good.
I think we only got 1. Now. But we had Maggie's dog.
But we don't have like live Daisy walking around, do we?
No.
Or like live motion?
I don't know.
Oh man, Bill, you got to send us a good one of Daisy doing something.
We had Rancher Maggie's dog. Dante had a dog.
Yep, Tess.
Lynn.
Dante's dog is Sam, right? Is it Sam?
Sam, yeah.
Yeah. Lynn's dog is Max. Dr. Baker's dog is Max. Jeff's dog is Mario.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dr. Baker's dog is
it's
awesome
like
too, by the way.
it's a carnivore documentary.
Dr. Baker's dog is his coach. He's like, hold on, guys. I got to put him up here. He puts him on this big pedestal. And the dog just like, yeah, okay, Dr. Baker, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Push it. One more. Dr. Barry said that celery powder is the nitrate free bacon.
That's right.
Now y'all making me want some bacon.
Bacon makes it better.
Ground eggs, ground beef, and scrambled eggs is my go-to meal.
That's right. As Dr. Barry says, huzzah.
Carno mofo. I've only eaten eggs twice in my life. Before I was 6, I couldn't tolerate the smell and consistency of eggs. Is there anything I can do to disguise the smell eggy taste?
That's a tough one. If you experiment with spices, that could probably help.
Yeah.
A little bit of hot sauce, maybe.
I wonder you only had it twice before you were 6 and it was that impactful. Try it again. They're so good.
Sometimes, I love eggs, but sometimes I get the same thing. It's like I just can't eat no more eggs, right? And that's usually when I put a lot of salt on them to try to cover the flavor. And with Amy's company, Salty Provisions, I bought like a sample pack of the different types of salt, and she has one that's called hot salt. And it's just like some pepper flakes with the salt. And I put that on my eggs. Oh, man. It was good.
Nice.
It was good. And it cut out, any of that eggy flavor.
I feel like eggs are kind of like the beef we were talking about earlier in that you can prepare them so many different ways.
Right.
You've only had them twice. Maybe, I don't know which way you had them, but maybe try it a different way. I feel like if I had a fried runny egg, that would be a little bit of a different experience for someone that isn't eating a lot of eggs.
Right.
Versus a scrambled egg, like it's like no problem. Versus an omelet, like you can have like a cheese omelet or something like that. I'd maybe try to switch it up a little bit. Hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Sound like Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Right.
You can bake it. You can fry it.
You can blend it up raw and just drink it and hold your nose.
Scramble it. Smoke it in tallow.
Right.
We got a lot of people that quit
nice.
alcohol. That's a testament to carnivore alone.
Awesome, man.
Jeez. How hard is it for people to quit alcohol? We have all these people doing carnivore.
Not for Tracy. She did too.
Wow.
So the North Dakota
carnivore stopped alcohol after about 6 weeks on carnivore and stopped a 45-year smokeless tobacco habit after 9 months.
Wow. That's awesome.
Those are things that are going to literally add years to people's lives. And most people, like I probably just forget, oh, that's right. I quit doing so-and-so when I did carnivore. Now you got a couple extra years.
Yeah.
Quit gambling. 14 months carnivore, 120 pounds down, only 20 more to my goal. Go get it. Good job.
That's awesome.
Jeez. 12 10-pound bowling balls down.
14 months.
That's crazy. Good job.
Wow.
Kelly, broken carnivore, quit drinking alcohol before carnivore, but don't have a desire to touch it today. Now being carnivore, my new addiction is fatty meat and Topo Chicos.
Nice. I remember Kelly when he came up here to Montello.
And I think we saw
Smoking Oak.
Yeah. Didn't we see Kelly in Cincinnati?
When were we in Cincinnati?
Or what state are you from? Columbus.
Oh my
Columbus.
God.
The Comedy Club. The Comedy Club.
Columbus, yes.
Becky.
Oh yeah.
Jesus and carnivore.
We knew she was going to come.
Lifetime of alcohol as a crutch gone because carnivore allowed me to go to counseling. Jesus and carnivore saved my life.
Praise God.
Amen.
1 hour, 15 minutes. Bob's keeping track. I was going to point that out earlier. I'm like, man, we've been going. It's like a little marathon here.
Right.
It's not a 24-hour marathon though.
No, I'm not doing 24 hours today. Will there be a meetup in New York? I want to finally meet you guys.
Well, when we do the premiere of the film, obviously the first showing will be here in Montello, but beyond that, I believe we're going to be doing premieres in New York and LA. So definitely we'll schedule a meetup around then. Not in the traditional sense that we've been doing, but we'll probably screen the film, watch the film, and then we'll all get together for some Brazilian steakhouse or some kind of meat somewhere, right?
Cinnabons.
Cinnabons and Diet Mountain Dew. That was your jam, right?
Yeah, Diet Mountain Dew. It was Diet Mountain
How many
Dew.
nutrients was in Diet Mountain Dew, do you think?
It's so crazy when I think back to Diet Mountain Dew. When you look at that, it literally looks like nuclear waste. It's neon green. You don't see that color in nature
Right.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I was so addicted to that. And then for a while, I switched from that to McDonald's Diet Coke.
Right.
I'm not talking about the Diet Coke you buy from the store, Adam.
Right.
I am talking about I have to drive 40 minutes to the next town over to get McDonald's Diet Coke
That's
because
an
they
addict.
put cocaine in it.
Yeah.
Am I getting in trouble for saying that?
You're an addict.
They're putting something in it. There's
Right.
something wrong with the Diet Coke at McDonald's. It's not the regular recipe. I was hooked on that stuff. Literally, I'd bribe the girls. Could you go drive to the town over and get me
Oh
a
my
cup of
gosh.
Diet Coke?
Wow.
Nuclear waste. I'm so thankful I don't
Yep.
drink any of that anymore.
Pretty much.
Now,
Yep.
reverse osmosis water.
Yep.
Adam and I did an Airbnb and they had these little things. And I've got a dozen of these now.
Mhm.
Except the girls keep taking them from me.
Oh my goodness. They're probably all in their nightstand in their bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
all,
they never
all half full.
They never refill them. I got to
Right.
wash them out and put them under the reverse osmosis thing and redo them. But I stopped. I shouldn't even say this, but I stopped sparkling water. There's nothing wrong with sparkling water. It's
No.
great. Except I was just drinking it all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right.
every now and then, I'm very blessed. We got good water by our
Yep,
house, but
yep.
every now and then I just get a nice cold thing of water. So I'm like, I'm just going to do regular water for a while now.
So
Carnivore.
yeah, not to throw any shade on Diet Mountain Dew. If people use that as a crutch, it's definitely better than Mountain Dew, where you're just drinking your calories.
Right.
Yeah. But I definitely would be working to try to move away from it.
Yeah. Baby steps. All right. Well, before we wrap up, one last time, there's a lot of new people on now that weren't when we first started this live stream. Adam and I will be South Carolina. Please join us. HealingHumanity.movie. Last time I'm going to mention it. Literally, I think.
Yeah, probably.
It's coming up.
Yep.
1 week from today. Hope you'll join us. And what else do we got to say to wrap things up?
Meat stock is another one. Make sure we get a shout out for Scott.
Meatstockconvention.com. Join us. Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yep.
Healing Humanity gets you $50 off. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Michaela Peterson will be there. Vanny Harry, the food babe will be there. Dr. Barry, Dr. Baker, Dr. Kiltz, all the doctors.
Dr.
All the
Chafee.
doctors. Yes, Dr. Chafee. Carrie will be there.
I'll be there.
And Maggie will be there.
My
Maggie the
mom's going
rancher.
to be there.
Liz will be there.
Liz will be there. And I'm pretty darn sure. I shouldn't say this. I think Emma's coming with too.
Okay.
I'm almost positive.
Tentative.
Yeah. So join us. Emma's definitely coming.
To South
South
Carolina.
Carolina. So
Yep.
join us there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everyone that's been so supportive, both in the comments, financially, or just with your nice words to Healing Humanity, the documentary. It was an absolute surreal blessing to watch the test screen today. I'm even more excited now than I've ever been to share it with all of you who deserve to see it, who've been so supportive and amazing. It's happening very soon.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for your patience. We got some big announcements coming up
Mm-hmm.
for you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye for now.
Beep.